Hi, I'm Irma Lancaster.
And I'm Jason Sill. In today's session, we're going to tell you about a new program for our young children and also talk a little bit about those summer internships.
We'll give you an update on the United Way Student Resource Center, and we'll show you a fun family activity for St. Patrick's Day.
All this and more, Parent University starts now.
Well, first up on this edition of Parent University, it's never too early to start thinking about what the kids are going to do this summer. Summer internships are possible, and they're available for many of our students to take advantage of. So, how do you get your students involved in these opportunities? Well, Kelly Thawley, who's with the career specialist in our adult and career education department here at the school district, is with us now to talk about these internship opportunities. Kelly, I want to thank you for being here. It's a good topic for a lot of our parents. Talk to me first in general terms about the opportunities for internships. What's available for our students?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me and giving me the chance to talk about these opportunities and how the school district supports our students through these opportunities. Currently, we have 2 programs that are already set up with our community partners through Lee Building Industry Association and the City of Fort Myers and the Southwest Florida Enterprise Center. We're working with Lee BIA on juniors that are going to be going into their senior year. They will be receiving OSHA training, and then they'll be matching them up with contractors, local contractors, to be out on the job site and working in the field. With the Southwest Florida Enterprise Center, we're working with the seniors that aren't really sure what they're doing after graduation. So we have kind of a condensed version for them where they'll be getting a lot of hands-on training as well, and then working with local contractors, and then those contractors will be offering jobs after that program is over to those students.
So this is for if you have an interest in construction, which is a huge industry around Southwest Florida. A lot of students might be interested in that, and that's run right out of your office, Adult and Career Education.
Correct. So we will be launching a portal very soon with a company that'll be an online app, so students can go in and they can look and see what opportunities are available for internships. Businesses can go in and create a profile and list their internship opportunities. So students and businesses can link up right there through the portal. We in the Career and Technical Education Department will be the ones to kind of oversee that and approve any of the businesses that create their profiles on there so that we vouch for them before the students go out to work with them.
That portal launching soon if it hasn't already launched. It's about ready to go.
It's almost ready to go, so it may have already been launched, and they can find that on our website, leeschools.net/CTE.
So a lot of our internship opportunities are available through our career academies already. So for those students involved in those, what should they be looking for?
Yeah, first thing that comes to mind is health sciences. So a lot of those students are already hooked into the local community, Lee Health and other medical offices to do those internships. We have a student in outboard marine program at Mariner who's doing an internship with San Carlos Marine. We have a couple of culinary students that are doing different internships in the culinary field, and we have a student who's also doing a TV production internship right now. If students are interested in internships, the best case scenario is for them to get involved early on with the career academies, and then through those academies they'll get plugged in with various internships.
Yeah, those academies are amazing. The programs that they offer, the skills that can be taught, the opportunities that become available. If even there isn't an internship, if a student is interested in a certain career, they need to get involved in those academies.
Correct. Yeah, it's so important for students to see what it's like actually out in the workforce, and for us as a school district to assist with workforce development.
So if the students are interested in this, you want them to be prepared. They've got to get some things ready for you. So what should the student have ready as they look to apply for internships?
Right. Students should treat an internship just as if they were applying for a job. So they should have a cover letter ready that is specific to the internship position, and then resumes. And there are tons of resources online for students to look up formats, how to create a resume. There's videos. They should make sure that they have their contact information, any academic situations that they've been in that would get them prepared for the internship, college prep courses, any activities that they've done, extracurricular activities and leadership positions in those extracurricular activities, and then references. References are a big thing, so they should be asking their teachers and their extracurricular coaches for those references ahead of time.
It's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this internship opportunity if it's available to you because of that real world experience, but also just make sure that that's something you really want to do.
Right. It's just as important to figure out if you don't like something as if you do like it. And a lot of times students, once they secure an internship, even if they are planning on going to college, that's an opportunity that could be available for them if they decide they want to come back. So a lot of times internships will lead to a job.
All right, let me quickly recap. If a student is interested in an internship, depending on which industry, where should they go and what should they do?
Yeah, if they're already part of a career academy, then work with their teacher to see what opportunities are available. And then they can also reach out to our department and check us out on the website, leeschools.net/CTE for career and technical education. And anytime we hear of opportunities and we get contacts from businesses, things that they're looking for, positions that they have available, we reach out to the schools to see if they have a student that would fit those requirements.
Oh, perfect, Kelly. Thank you so much for explaining those opportunities. A lot there for our students to take advantage. And in fact, the district does offer some limited internship opportunities through the Support Our Students, or SOS, Summer Enrichment Program. This is a community-based initiative that offers high school students some exceptional learning opportunities, cultural arts, and career enrichment activities. So applications for those are being accepted right now. They're done through the Department of Diversity Inclusion. If that sounds of interest to you, you want to call that department at 239-335-1588. Again, that's 239-335-1588 to learn more about these SOS internship opportunities right here with the district. Now, let's go over to Adam Malloy.
Hi, I'm Adam Malloy, Coordinator of Community Engagement, and today we are standing in the United Way School Resource Center here at the school district. We have a very special guest, Hannah Pell, Vice President of Community Impact for the United Way. Welcome, Hannah.
Thank you for having me.
So, Hannah, tell us where we are standing and a little bit of the background.
The School Resource Center was developed, a brainchild of Dr. Ken Savage in United Way early in 2020. We designed this resource room to have clothing and supplies available to all youth in Lee County. Once the pandemic hit, we realized we needed to accelerate this project and to be ready for the 2021 school year.
So just to be clear, this opened right when school opened, and it has resources, brand new resources. Tell us a little bit about what is accessible here.
Everything is brand new in here. We have all brand new clothing, school uniforms, shoes, backpacks, lunch boxes, school supplies, hygiene products, and everything's brand new.
And so you are fulfilling requests every single day. If I'm a child or a parent, how am I able to access these resources?
Through your school counselor or social worker. They submit a request to us, and we typically have a 24-hour turnaround. If we get a request today, it's typically delivered to the school tomorrow.
Man, that's just an amazing turnaround time. Do you have any idea about the impact in terms of number of requests processed?
The numbers have been unbelievable, and it's exciting to help so many youth. Since September, we have sent over 20,000 items out across the school district.
That's just amazing. And this is one of those things with a community partner, with a community stakeholder, really like the United Way. It's just like wow. This is you saw a need. We partnered together, and we're able to have this and provide these things to our kids.
Yeah, and you know what? The children today, they have a lot to deal with just with their general studies. We want them to feel good about themselves. We want them to have those new pair of shoes and, a hoodie or a jacket if it's cold. We just want them to be comfortable and feel good about themselves.
Oh, that's amazing. So we do have tax season coming up, and VITA is a program that the United Way also has. Can you tell us a little bit about VITA?
VITA, absolutely. If we have over 100 IRS certified volunteers that will do your taxes at no charge. If your household makes less than $66,000 a year, you qualify to have your taxes done at zero cost. And our volunteers are off the charts amazing.
That is fantastic. I know that you have locations all across Southwest Florida that can do and that can help. Is there any particular way that they can access it just by calling the number? And we'll put that flyer up for our guests.
Yeah, they can just access. You can make an appointment right on our website at unitedwaylee.org. And again, we've got locations across the entire county.
So I just want to thank you, Hannah, for being on and everything that you do for our community.
Thank you. It's our pleasure. And if there's any other additional resources, we have a 211, a United Way 211. Just dial 211 on your phone, 24 hours, 7 days a week. We're open on holidays. If there's any need soever, just please call 211.
This is a true community superhero in action. Hannah Pell, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, now back to you.
There's no secret Dunbar High has extraordinary programs set to prepare their students for the future, whether it's robotics, computer programming, or cybersecurity. And now, the biomedical program is shining with this new and innovative partnership. It's rare for students to get the chance to work in a professional science lab. And Connor Daniels, a senior at Dunbar High School, knows it.
Doing something like this really early is one, it's really good on resumes, so it can really help you because you've had more experience, and it teaches you about different aspects of the medical field hands-on.
What Connor is referring to is a new partnership between her school and NeoGenomics, a cancer diagnostic laboratory. It wasn't easy, but after plenty of visitations and negotiation, Dunbar's very first internship for the biomedical program was put into motion.
Say, hey, we have this opportunity for you. Give us a resume so that we can submit the resume to NeoGenomics. NeoGenomics then went through the process of collecting all the resumes and then scheduling interviews with the students.
Working in the flow cytometry lab, Connor has taken on many responsibilities and continues to impress her supervisor.
Connor has been a blessing for us. She's in charge of labeling a lot of our tubes, even scanning some of our images for the doctor. So that's one of the most important tasks that our lab assistants do.
A review of what we've been talking about recently.
Not only is Connor doing amazing at work, her teacher has also noticed improvements in the classroom.
Since starting the internship program, I've noticed sort of a deeper understanding of some of the topics that we've talked about from a laboratory standpoint.
Connor is not the only student with this groundbreaking internship. She is joined by fellow classmate Jessica Jose, as well as 2 IT tech students.
I have met all the students, and I found them all to be in alignment with our values: accountable, responsible, and team-oriented.
For some of the staff at NeoGenomics, this internship hits closer to home.
I'm so proud to see the things that Dunbar has done since I've graduated.
With this new founded partnership, these Tigers are bound to earn their stripes. This is Grace Edmonds with Lee Schools TV.
On behalf of the School Board of Lee County, I would like to personally welcome parents and guardians to another important learning session of Parent University. As a lifelong educator, I understand how important community engagement is in increasing student and school performance. Your commitment to Parent University and the school district is commendable. It's hard to believe that this is the 6th learning session, and many of our parents are on track to graduate. I'm excited to see this program expand and include more of our stakeholders. Doing things together has been a lesson of this past year, and we look forward as a school community to maintaining a reciprocal relationship with families to become a more personal and progressive school district.
Hello everybody. In this segment we are joined by Dr. Bethany Quisenberry, the Director of Elementary Curriculum and Instruction. Dr. Quisenberry, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We're going to be talking about a brand new program offered by the School District of Lee County. It's called the Young 5 program, and it's currently accepting its first students. So Dr. Quisenberry, my question to you is, what is the Young 5 program?
So the Young 5 program we're extremely excited about. It's a transitional kindergarten classroom that we're implementing into 10 of our elementary schools, and then hopefully in following years we'll be able to expand it to additional schools. So the Young 5 classroom is focused on students who are young. So their birthdays are between May 1st to September 1st, and they might just not be ready for kindergarten. Maybe they're developmentally young or academically or socially. They just need need a little bit more time. And so they would go into the Young 5 classroom, receive developmental curriculum, social emotional, and be able to really be better prepared to enter kindergarten the following school year.
So this is a full year-long program?
Yes.
Or school year-long?
Yes, it's the full school year. It runs just like any of the other classrooms in our elementary schools as far as it follows our instructional calendar, starts the same day, hours the same time, lunch, specials, recess, everything the same, except for what is happening inside of the classroom.
And then after that, they go into kindergarten the following year?
After that, they will go into their kindergarten class and, develop all the way through elementary the same.
So it's basically like an extra year of kindergarten?
Correct, except for it's building the skills to prepare for kindergarten. So
that was gonna be my next question. How is it different?
So in a regular kindergarten classroom, there is a kindergarten readiness assessment that we give students going in. So at pre-K standards, it's an expectation that students know all their letters, know all their sounds, are able to count. There's a lot of different, pieces of academic that in order to be successful in kindergarten, you really should already know going in. And a lot of our students aren't quite ready, especially our younger students and our students who maybe didn't have a chance to go to pre-K. So in the Young 5 classroom, we'll focus on those skills to better prepare them. So we'll focus on counting to 20 or counting to 30, being able to write our name, being able to identify our sounds, and then really focusing on social emotional as well, so that our students are developmentally prepared to begin school.
And this program is only offered at a select few schools throughout the district. There's some schools in each zone, and we'll bring up a graphic, but I'll just go ahead and list off the schools where this program will be available. In the West Zone, it's available at Cape and J. Collin English Elementary. In the South Zone, you've got Edgewood, Orangewood, San Carlos Park, and Spring Creek Elementary Schools. And then in the East Zone, Lehigh, Manatee, River Hall, and Sunshine Elementary Schools. That's where the Young 5 program is offered. And once again, it's only for students born between, May 1st and September 1st. So they'll be turning 5 between May 1st and September 1st of this year.
Correct. So what I personally found, I taught kindergarten for many years, is that I would have quite a number of students who started the school year when they were 4, because our schools start in the beginning of August, but the cutoff for the state of Florida isn't until September 1st. And so it's really focused on those students who have those summer, late spring, or even August birthdays.
Why is it important for students, especially those younger students, to be maybe with students of similar age? Because there can be a difference there if they're with other kids who are considerably older than them.
Right. So socially, it's very positive for them to be with other students that are their same age and at their same level, because then they're able to grow together. Sometimes when students enter kindergarten that aren't quite ready, then it can be defeating for their peers to move faster than them, and then it can also cause sometimes behavioral problems or inattention, because the classroom is moving so fast, and the other students really, think about 6 months to 8 months. If a student's birthday was a full year before them because they missed the deadline and they're already 6 going into kindergarten, those students sometimes can be a lot further along. And so the classroom is not at that slower pace that these students need and deserve. And so it will really help for them to be able to move at the same pace, to be able to focus on those foundational skills, and for the students in the classroom to learn and grow together.
I know it's still pretty early. Do we have any idea yet what the class size will look like for this program?
So the class size is a maximum of 18. So hopefully it'll be a little smaller than that, but it has a maximum of 18 per class.
Gotcha. And I'm not sure if you mentioned this or not yet, but the teachers, they're professional certified teachers that will be teaching these classes, right?
Correct. They are certified teachers, and we already have the teachers identified for each school, and they're actually kindergarten teachers this year. So they're kindergarten teachers that will move into the Young 5 classrooms for next school year.
Great. Okay, so a parent who is interested in getting their child enrolled in this, what do they do?
So their first step is to go through student enrollment and to pick one of those 10 schools as their first choice. So they go through normal student enrollment just like they would if they were registering their student for kindergarten. Once they receive the letter telling them that they are in that school, the confirmation that they're in that school, they will contact the school directly and tell them that they are interested in joining the Young 5 program, and that school will work with them for the next steps.
Okay, all right. And we have more information about enrollment on our website, leeschools.net. And if anybody has any questions about the program, you can either call one of those specific schools that offers it, or you can also email any of your questions to young5, the number 5, at leeschools.net. So you can email your questions to young5 at leeschools.net. All right, Dr. Quisenberry, thanks for being here. Is there anything else you wanted to mention about the program before we go?
No, thank you. We're very excited about it. We've actually gotten many questions from other districts across the state who were interested in implementing it as well. So we're excited for this innovative piece that we're able to offer to our families and to our schools.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Great job. And we will be right back with more Parent University.
Okay, well, thank you, Adam. Well, it's March, and that means St. Patrick's Day is just around the corner. And with St. Patrick's Day, there's a lot of traditions and symbols, whether it's wearing green or shamrocks or even putting green dye in your food. Well, there's another tradition and symbol, the rainbow. So we're actually going to add a little bit of color in today's fun family activity. And to help us do that is Irma Lancaster, Director of Communications. Irma, I'm excited for this because I know this is something that you came up with.
Yeah, well, I did do some research online, so I won't totally take credit, but we consistently get feedback from our families that they love our recipes, and I think we always try to be creative and fun, because obviously the idea is that this is something that parents can do, that families can do together with their children. So obviously we're not a special chef guest today, but we thought, well, we have families too. We try to put things together at home just like you do. So we're going to attempt to make a fun fruit and vegetable rainbow that you can make with your families. Now, full disclosure, we've never done this before. It seems pretty simple, but we'll see. What do you think?
Well, that's true. Actually, we were kind of debating before we got on camera of like, should we start with the outside on the plate or go on the inside? I said outside because of the ring here, but maybe we start with the inside.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
Yeah, I thought we'd start with the bottom, but I don't know. I mean, maybe we can race. Maybe we can have a rainbow competition.
I think Bob Ross said it best. There's no bad mistakes, only happy mistakes.
There you go.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
So let's pull out our inner Bob Ross with this and have a little creativity.
Yeah, if it comes
as long
out.
as there's a pot of gold, which I'm told there is.
There is. See, you're giving away our secret.
Yeah,
it's a surprise. Now you know it's coming.
All right, so I know Mr. Roy G. Biv, that's the acronym I had to learn in school so that I would learn the colors of a rainbow. So we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet.
That spells Roy G. Biv.
Roy G. Biv. So I think we would need to start with violet, right?
Okay. Oh, so we're starting on the inside.
We'll start on the inside. I'm going with what you recommended.
I didn't even have to.
You're gonna have to help me though, because going backwards is gonna be hard.
So the cool thing about this is that there's tons of items that you can use. So we try to pick a nice balance of fruits and vegetables, although we did find out that some of the things we typically would think are vegetables are actually fruits. I think most people know about the tomato,
The
right?
tomato, yep. And you said you had some other
Well,
ones.
peas are actually a fruit.
Peas, really?
They are. So do you know the actual reason that what makes a fruit a fruit?
No, but I know you know.
Yes, come on. Here, I'll start.
We have snap peas right here, so.
Well, I'll start laying down our purple
Okay.
while we
All
try
right.
to discuss that. So for our purple or what I think we're leaving off
violet.
one color because violet.
Violet.
E is for violet.
Well, we can
Indigo.
purple to make it simple. How about that?
Okay.
So we picked purple grapes today. So that's what we're going to use. So we're going to start with our little small arch, and I'm going to ask you to help me because.
Okay. Yeah, well, I was going to say, I think we have a couple different
He's
shades
stealing
of.
my blueberries.
Yeah,
Don't
we'll do.
steal my blueberries.
Okay, so.
And now he's stealing my grapes. Okay, so
Help
I'll
you means I just
I'll
take
just
it.
watch
This is-
Jason make the rainbow.
You can tell I'm used to eating at home and fighting for my food now
So
with my
you
family.
wanna- okay.
So, yeah, so I need to. How's that?
Well,
That's a
it's
start.
great if you don't move it. Okay, so when I did research to try to find out what makes a fruit, A lot of people think it's seeds, but actually it's if they flower.
Oh, okay.
So if they produce a flower, they're considered a fruit.
I learned this, and Susie Hassett's gonna kill me because we actually did a segment where she explained this. So the seeds that grow this produce here, where does that come from? Where do those seeds come from?
Well, those seeds are grown by the plant. So whenever you see a flower, it makes a seed. Everything you eat came from a seed that grew from a flower.
Okay.
And you weren't paying attention, so you
I did not
failed.
retain any of that education. No, I did not. So sorry, Susie.
So he's not going to graduate from Parent University.
No, probably not.
But, okay, so for the blue or the violet, we have
Indigo.
indigo. Okay.
Indigo.
Well, we had this lengthy discussion before this segment also. Okay.
Indigo just sounds fancier.
So indigo, blue.
Yes.
However you'd like to.
This is really starting to take shape.
It
as I take the fruit. Because look, I had all the vegetables on my side, so now I'm getting some.
So maybe it's not a bad idea that Jason gave away that there's a pot of gold, because this is not going as
Moving
smooth
right
as we
along.
would have
This is
liked.
great
but that's-
television.
We don't need television. Not as long as we have our imagination.
So we're.
Snap peas.
Yes, which.
One of my favorite fruits of all time.
Yes, this is going to be a very thin rainbow apparently, but when you're at home, you could actually make a thicker line for your rainbow.
David, that's not right. Okay, well that's because I'm ladling and stirring at the same time and you're just standing there.
So, but see, you can do 2 lines, so you can make your rainbow nice and thick, a little bit more colorful and visual. You could add a few more blueberries, or again, whatever you want. Even for the peas, you could use cucumbers. You could
broccoli.
Use, yep. And I thought about broccoli, but I know we just used broccoli last time, so we're trying to change it up. But you can also use some fruit. If you want to do an all fruit, you could use kiwis.
Kiwis would be delicious, yeah.
Or if
green
you want,
grapes.
Yes, or green grapes. So it's really all up to you what you want to use. Okay, so see, we're making a little bit.
So now we're ready for yellow.
Now we're ready
and you
for
can
yellow.
do the yellow, because
I
I've been
can do the
stealing
yellow.
everything else, so.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know if I was the only one that noticed.
Take over this segment.
So see, we're choosing pineapple, and actually we can do it together.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it together, so okay.
That is very hospitable of you, because pineapple is the universal symbol for hospitality. Didn't know if you knew that.
So, okay, so since you're the rainbow expert, Jason, what goes
Orange,
after yellow?
and one of my favorite vegetables, a carrot.
Okay, but you can also use, what's orange? You can use oranges.
You could use oranges. I'm trying to, maybe a squash.
Maybe we'll be done faster if we do this. Squash, okay.
Yes.
Peaches, maybe?
Peaches are a little orange.
Okay.
Here's the thing, I'm hosting the food segment, right? But my culinary expertise is not great.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
There.
Happy mistakes. Happy mistakes.
So like we said, we are definitely not culinary. Please, why are you giving me, you have a,
Put a little
this
hair.
is how much fun you're gonna have with your families when you try this at home.
Yes.
So, okay, so after the orange, so
Gotta
what do
say,
we
though,
have
this is
left?
turning
We just
out- this
have,
is pretty nice.
We just have one left.
Red.
So that would be our red. So I was actually gonna get strawberries
Tomato.
for that. And again, I wanted a nice balance. Again, tomatoes are also a fruit, but they're not as sweet, so we thought that would be a nice balance. If you do this at home, you can definitely have a nice balance with your family. If there was a food critic rating us for this rainbow right now, what do you think we would get?
A plus.
A plus?
10 out of 10.
10 out of
Maybe
10.
even 11.
So there is
That is pretty
rainbow.
amazing. And I did actually look up. So the Irish folklore with the rainbow and the pot of gold, it said that fairies used to put gold coins in the pot at the end of each rainbow with leprechauns guarding it.
Oh, wow.
So that's a little tradition that I looked up there, a little bit of the history.
Well, we didn't bring a leprechaun friend, but as we mentioned, we do have a pot of gold. So our idea for this pot of gold, but you can do whatever you want, whatever your family can come up with. We thought our pot could be blackberries, since the pot is typically black.
Yeah.
We don't really have a lot of room to put it at the end of
Those
the
look too
rainbow.
good to not try.
I
had to sample.
They do look amazing.
You didn't see that.
So
Okay.
where should we put this? Should we just put it up here?
I think so, because we've got a lot of the same color down here. And this would maybe make more of the arc that you're looking for.
Okay.
To kind of give us more of that U shape. So let's do that.
Okay, so,
These
or
look-
I
mean,
guess
these are.
you can also have a smaller plate if you want. Just put it next to, if you want to really Wait,
could?
no, you're just adding to the rainbow.
Oh,
No,
well,
we're making a pot. So
listening and following instructions. I'm doing really good.
So I don't know how you would shape
All right,
a pot.
so let me-
Let's
yeah,
just say
there's
this is
not
the
a lot of-
pot right here. This is
Yeah.
your pot. So here's what the coolest part. I thought some gold nuggets. This could-
Hershey's.
yes.
Some gold nuggets here.
So here's your pot of gold. So after you get together with your family, you have some nice fruit and vegetables, you get a little special treat, a little extra sugar. Your pot of gold. Okay, see the gold has
Well,
to
they
go
fell
in.
out. See, what I'm doing is, so the pot of gold is overflowing so much that some of the gold pieces actually fell out on that side.
Okay.
In my imaginary world of rainbows and pots of gold.
So there you have your rainbow
Looks
in your
awesome.
pot of gold made by two non-culinary experts.
I think this is really cool. Honestly, though, I think my kids and my family would have a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah, so, and guess what? We get to have it after. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have
That's what it's all about. Thanks, Irma.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Thanks for cooking.
Cooking, right.
All right, that does it for this segment. We'll be right back with our regular giveaways. Don't go away.
There are currently 45 elementary schools located in Lee County across 3 different zones, and deciding where to send your child is about to become a whole lot easier.
So this is our third public meeting in which we are presenting the draft proximity plans, the new student assignment plans for elementary school in the 2022-2023 school year, getting public's feedback, engaging the public, and hearing what they have to say.
The purpose of these proximity meetings is to introduce a change to the current school zones, ultimately allowing students to attend schools closer to home. And some parents, like Kate Amundsen, are grateful for the change.
I think that, by the time that this comes into place, because my son is in elementary school now, it will affect him, depending on where the cutoffs are. Overall, I'm not too concerned because I really feel like this change is well needed.
And with changing the cutoffs also comes the changing of transportation routes, where bus rides will now be much shorter.
I think for elementary school students, there's no way that we want our little kiddos out there at 5:40 in the morning to take an hour ride past 6 or 7 closer elementary schools to go to an elementary school.
With the new plan, the district says that communities will be stronger, and there'll be no compromise in equitable opportunities or educational options.
This project can only be done in conjunction with you, the community.
And Davis Demographics, a company that has been producing school district plans for almost 28 years, uses what they call geographic information system mapping instead of hand-drawn plans to create 4 new draft options.
When you bring in the GIS, I kind of think it's like you're bringing your reports to life. But when you start seeing it, and you start seeing, we could show people their own communities, their own neighborhoods, zoom in, show that this is a very dense area, or how many students in your neighborhood really go to that school. It's kind of looking at your home or your district with a new set of eyes.
And with this new set of eyes, using the same software as Davis Demographics, the public is able to navigate through all of these plans, and it's very user-friendly. For example, with just a few clicks, both parents and students can view all 4 district plans, current zones, and communities that will be affected by this future change.
We have to keep being progressive and keep looking at changes of what we need to do to better the education for our children.
By 2022, a new proximity plan will be coming shortly to a zone near you. This is Ashley Lucas, Lee Schools TV.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Now we've come to, well, I was going to say our favorite part of the show, but I think that the whole thing is our favorite part because we just have so much fun putting this together for our families.
Incredible content, but listen, last time we had Cracker Barrel, so I'm really excited to see what our gift card is because it might be my favorite part.
Well, actually, the winner today is going to get this fruit and vegetable rainbow with a pot of gold.
Yes.
No, just kidding. That's our prize. But before we do our giveaway, we like to do our shout outs. So who are our top schools that joined us during last month's session?
All right, top schools, here we go. Little drum roll.
Oh, okay.
All right, drum roll. We have Skyline Elementary, Lee Virtual continuing to top the charts as always, Three Oaks Elementary, Fort Myers High School, and also Challenger Middle. So
wow.
Congratulations.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you families for your continued partnership. So this month's prize, it's nice and warm here in Florida. So aside from some fresh fruit and vegetables and a little bit of pot of gold, Who doesn't like some ice cream?
Oh man.
Yes.
Cracker Barrel? And
No.
now Cold Stone?
Yes, $20 gift card to Cold Stone. So maybe it'll be the same winner and you go Cracker Barrel and then Cold Stone, although maybe not on the same day because that's kind of a lot.
And
but
honestly,
still delicious.
And honestly, I don't know, with all this green, I like a Shamrock Shake, and I'm wondering if Cold Stone maybe has something in line with that, little green, little peppermint.
I bet they do.
Okay.
All right.
Spearmint?
Shaking it, shaking it, shaking it. Yes, you can.
I can shake it? Okay.
All righty. And
who's the winner? Who's gonna get a little Shamrock ice cream?
Lisa Benkatar from Challenger Middle.
All right,
Lisa Benkatar. We will be in contact with you and let you know how you can pick up your prize. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now remember, just continue watching us every month to be a part of this and also to take our survey after the program. The next program will be our last for the season, and then we will proceed to our graduation. Isn't that exciting? We've almost come to the conclusion.
I know, I can't believe it. We've had so many great episodes, a lot of great content. Be sure, if you haven't seen the other previous episodes, make sure you watch those as well.
Right, catch up and be a part of our conclusion. Thank you, parents, again for joining us. We will see you next time.
Bye-bye.